So good morning everybody and welcome to day number 5 on the Cotswold Way. Today will be a lovely short walk, 13 miles to Old Sodbury. We're staying at the Cross Keys pub, it's one of the Green chain pubs, just on the just a little off the trail, so it's not too much of a difficult day today, apart from the big climb we do first thing this morning. Nice, lovely accommodation last night. Jane was so accommodating with what she'd done with me. I my own mini fridge, fan that worked better than the Premier Inn. It was great, I loved it, absolutely enjoyed it, I so recommend it. If you are looking in the Cotswolds Way, her place is literally right next to the trail, and I would so much recommend it. And obviously it's a short walk into the village. So last night I went to the Star Inn. Not cheap for drinks. Food was quite nice, so I wasn't complaining on the food. But they managed to put the telly on for me for the footy. We beat Premier League Sunderland on penalties, so we're through now to the third round, which the draw is tonight. So that'll be one to keep an eye out when I get to the accommodation later. But as you can see, the weather is looking okay for now. Apparently the next 4 or so hours it's going to get very heavy, thunderous showers. It's sporadic, but it's going to be a bit consistent to an extent. So I'm setting off early this morning. My accommodation is not going to be ready when I get there, but I can just sit out the wet weather for at least for a few hours, because I don't really want to be walking 6 hours and most of that being in the rain. So making the most of it while it's cool, it's sunny. When I get the hardest bits done where I can, and then I obviously got the easier bits then later on. But nice short day, feeling great, feeling so much more replenished. And I've all got to think about is tomorrow is my final day. I'm already one more day to go after this, and then I'm done. And that's obviously the big 20-miler all the way into Bath. So yeah, let's get going and see what today brings. I'm almost at the top of this, but it literally went straight up vertical. And worse is, I'm on this road now towards the top, but it went up, step. I hate that. I'd rather just have a continuous path going straight up. If it's stepping, you're having to put more energy into the step. But to be fair, with that view and the weather that's due later, I'll take this and the views, and we'll go from there. But as you can see, we've climbed a bit of a distance up, but we are literally gone from there straight up top. We're now kind of curving now to the top, and then we curve back, literally like that, back down into Wortley, and then I think it's Alderley, and then Hawkesbury. I think Hawkesbury is our like final major climb up, but it's a lot more gradual than this. And then once we're in the Hawkesbury, we kind of just coast and somewhat down towards Old Sodbury, but getting there, it's just difficult on those climbs, blimey. But no, enjoying it, onwards we go. So we've made it to the bottom of that hill. We are on just literally the outskirts of Wortley, and just behind me here in the trees is Alderley. We don't go through them, we kind of go just on the outskirts of it. It is a bit of a ping pong sort of day today. We kind of like touch some villages like Hawkesbury, we don't actually go into them. Horton I think is like the only one we kind of go through today, but we're half a mile now from Alderley, so we get across this field, climb a little bit, and then we've got a little bit of flatter walking then before we make another ascent then towards Sommerset Monument. So we've just made it to the outskirts, it's more in and out of Alderley. So now we're at this junction now, so we turn left now down out away from, I think it's, I can't pronounce that properly, Hillsey, I have no idea. We don't go through there, we go kind of around it up, then on top to Sommerset Monument, and we're basically literally just outside of Hawkesbury. Before then I think we then slowly drop from there onwards. So nice bit of valley walking now. I think it's a bit of fields and then a bit of road, and then we climb then for the monument. So let's keep going before this rain gets in, because it's actually quite nice at the moment. So I'm going to take full advantage of this for this climb if it's still like this. So let's go. So we've made it to Sommerset Monument. That were an interesting little section. That, as I was following the road, I just happened to clock out the corner of my eye a field with a couple of Highland cows in it. Actually quite nice to see that. And then not long after, I was more or less going straight up, a bit steepish, but not too much I couldn't handle, and then started to thin out then towards top here. But we've got here, and now it is all downhill, more or less. A little ups and downs, but more or less downhill. But we've managed to get to the second top bit of today before the rain, which is a better bit, because I don't want to be hiking up in the rain. I'd rather hike down the rain, because down means I'm close. So I think I'm just over 2 hours, I think, before we're done. So I'm not going to tempt fate, but if it just so happens I manage to beat the rain altogether, I'd be very happy with that. I'm not going to hold that to it, because I think it is going to rain soon. So, but apart from that, enjoying it. I've just been walking all the way down that track there, and I've got that beauty. What a day! Sun's gone finally. I'd rather have it overcast today. I've had enough of the sun. But then again, I don't want the rain. But then at the same time, I do. But we'll see. See how I feel on that situation when it absolutely throws it down later. But anyway, onwards we go. So we're just dropping off the fort at the top of Horton Court, and in front of me is Horton Court Folly. We've had a little drizzle, and I can just see the rain slowly progressing towards me. We've had a little drizzle so far. It has kept dry. We're now dropping into Horton. Not far now at all, and I'm really hoping I can just get out of this weather just about. If it throws it down now, fine, I'm nearly done. But could I just say though, what a little thing that is. That's great. Love little things like that. So I think I am just gonna get into the trees quickly before the rain comes over. But no, nice little area this. So in the drizzle, we've just made it down into Horton. Not Horton in Ribblesdale, just Horton. Just little Sodbury now, and Old Sodbury, and then that's it, done. I am going to go though, because the weather's starting to get a bit grim. But yeah, not far to go now. Well, I've made it, as you can see. It's absolutely thrown it down. I think I had about 32 millimetres of rainfall in the space of about 5-10 minutes. I literally got just outside a little Sodbury. I had a bit of a break before finishing, and as I was climbing up, it got alright, gradual, then just got absolutely thrown down. And I got into Old Sodbury here, and it's absolutely bounced it down. A little bit soaked, but I'm here now, I'm done. I am looking at getting a bus up to the Cross Hands where I'm staying tonight, just at the top, because I'm not walking up this if it's going to keep continuing to throw it down as the way it is. But overall, been a very enjoyable day, very easy going on a lot of it, compared to what I thought it was going to be. So I enjoyed most of today. Weather-wise, it's been fine. It literally just has been this last bit that's kind of ruined it a little bit, but I'm here, I'm sorted. I'm in a bus stop at the moment trying to keep trying, but I'll be hopefully sorted for tomorrow. It's looking wet again tomorrow, but it shouldn't be too bad as it is today. So we've not had rain for more than, for how many weeks now, months even, and it's now absolutely bounced it down. It's needed it, so the worst of it's going to be today. It's whatever comes tomorrow that I'm worried about. But as long as I think I've looked into it, I think if the weather holds out until 3, when I'm roughly aiming to get into Bath, I'll be quite happy with that. It's all going to depend on the day. Earlier I set off, the better, but obviously I'm conscious that if I set off any earlier, I'm going to get there. I'm going to be in dark for some of it. So I have got a head torch with me. It may be a consideration that I get up earlier than I have planned already to try and get this beaten. But you win some, you lose some. Overall,
it's been a very good day, not too challenging in areas. I think the first bit of this morning, that was the hard part. I think if you're ever doing it, then definitely watch out for that first bit, because it's literally goes nice and gradual and just goes straight up, and then on your top you're fine, and you go straight back down, you're fine, into Wardley. So I definitely recommend just giving yourself a bit of time. It takes 6 hours, I'd say, just to walk this to Old Sodbury, so don't rush it, take your time with it. If you've got plenty of breaks planned, take as many as you want. You've got all day to do this. But obviously you can stay at the Dog Inn, which is literally just the pub here. So if you want to stay in the bottom of Old Sodbury, you're more than happy. Like, I don't know what the prices are, but I was like, oh, a Green King establishment again, why not? I've got decent food, guaranteed with that, and the room there looks really, really nice compared to the one at Birdlip. This looks a lot nicer. But apart from that, simply me ranting on. This completes the end of day number 5, with one more day to go, the big 20 miler tomorrow, and I will see you in the next one.